everybody, this is James Moses Black, and you are listening to TV Confidential with one of my best friends.
Harry, this is a pretty tough neighborhood. It's grown even tougher since you were down here. And all I'm trying to do is just to help you out a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, thanks, teaser. I'll take the bus.
Now, you see, that's just what I mean. A cat like you ain't got no business taking no bus, not when I got this big machine here. Come on, get in the car. Get in the car, Harry.
Ed Robertson, along with our guest, actor and author James McEachin, star of Tenafly, First Monday, Matlock, The Perry Mason Mysteries, and other films and TV series. James is also the author of 6 novels, including Tell Me a Tale, a novel of the Old South that the Los Angeles Times described as charming, compelling, provocative, and a visual story. One can almost see it on the screen. James makes the story come to life even more in the audiobook version of Tell Me a Tale, which he narrates, and which is available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and wherever books are sold online. This conversation with James originally aired in February 2013. James McEachin passed away Saturday, January 11th, 2025, at the age of 94. We mentioned David Huddleston, who you worked with on Tenafly back when you were under contract at Universal, and you appeared in just about every major cop show at Universal at the time.
Well, you know who started that? I mean, why I got lucky over there at Universal was because of one of the most unlikeliest of guys of all. It was because of Jack Webb.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jack Webb was very important to you, especially early in your acting career.
Oh, absolutely. Jack was a hell of a guy. Terrible guy to work for. Oh, God, he'd scare you to death. You know, particularly you're a young actor, you don't know the camera. Well, I certainly didn't know it. And not only did I not know the camera, I never knew half the lines 90% of the time. Mm-hmm. And Jack wanted you to deliver these lines in a very staccato fashion, you know, like you would say, Sergeant Friday, I know where the suspect is. And you start shooting, and you say, Sergeant Friday, I know where the suspect is. And Jack would say, who told you to drop those words like that? Keep it straight, keep it straight. Who told you where the suspect is? Keep it straight, keep it together. You know, and just about every line he would do that, you know, because he directed most of them. Mm-hmm. So he was really quite something to work with, but he was as loyal as daylight. He would, you know, one day I'd play, or one show I'd be a baseball coach. I remember the next time you turn around, I was a policeman or something. He's a loyal guy. Yeah, I mean, he was like Quinn Martin in the sense that once he knew what you could do, you pretty much had steady work on one show or another. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, because Jack had Emergency. You remember he turned up with that, and then with Kevin Tye and Randy Mantu, and he had and Julie London. Jack was glad to get Julie London off his hands. Yes, because they were married. Yes. Then you worked with Jim Garner a couple of times. You know, once on Rock. I worked with him several times. In fact, we ended up doing a series together. He and Joe Montaigne, Charlie Durning. Mm-hmm. Remember the First Monday. First Monday. Yeah. In fact, you probably don't remember this, James, but you shot part of the pilot up in San Francisco over at City Hall. Yep. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, and you and I were introduced very briefly by our mutual friend Charles Floyd Johnson. Oh, I'm doggone, and we're still friends with Charlie Johnson. Yeah. But it seems to me you and Jim have two things in common, besides the fact, one, you're both Korean War veterans, and two, and this is the important one in terms of your acting, you're both non-actor actors, meaning you're not a method actor, and yet there is a thought process when you play a character. Well, and the difference is between us, he's rich and I'm poor. He's a good old soul. Yeah. You know Charles Front. You know Charles is terribly successful now too. Yes, in fact, he just produced a movie about a year ago. Yeah, the Tuskegee Airmen. Yes, that I believe did pretty well at the box office, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Real quickly, you worked with David Janssen a couple of times. My favorite. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that because my favorite guy. Yeah, and one of my favorite roles of yours is the first Harry O you did, because normally you play, you're talking about normally you play cops or you play good guys like a baseball coach or whatever. You played a badass in that show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we...
Teaser struck.
Yeah, we shot it down in San Diego.
Yeah.
The guy, I played a pimp.
Yes, you did. Yeah. And you had like a
maroon coat on.
Yes, exactly.
And a Cadillac was as long as a truck.
Yeah. Yeah. And you seem to have fun playing him.
Oh, yeah, it was. And then one of the scenes I remember, Jim and I went to a nightclub before we get shot at, and well, it was just fun. David was a piece of work.
Yeah. I mean,
great guy, fun guy. You know, he's a friend of Clint Eastwood as well.
Who is also a friend of yours. You worked. I mean, James, you've done so many things. Sometimes I forget what you've done. Like, for example, Play Misty for me is one of my favorite movies, but I forgot you did that.
Yeah. That's how Clint and I started out a long-lasting relationship, and then we don't talk now. I mean, we were supposed to, but something happened. But yeah, he's all right. He's still working.
He's still working, and of course you played a DJ in that, and I didn't realize that you would actually you worked in the music industry for a time.
Yeah. Well, Clint didn't believe it, but I told him, I said, "Hey, man, I was in the music way." He said, "Oh, you're going to get the part. Don't worry about it." You know who they wanted for that part, but he wasn't available, or something happened. I can't remember. It was Flip Wilson. You remember he was very hot at the time.
Yes, he was.
So, but I walked in there, and then Clint and I became instant friends, and we remained that way up until a few years ago. And we'd go out every now and then. And but in fact, ironic enough, not that I think he would be the best man for the role. If I had lost Hal, I was going to go to Clint to play the part of Mr. Archie in Tell Me a Tale. But because he certainly. Clint certainly is old enough to do it.
Actor, novelist, and U.S. Army veteran James McEachin for a conversation that originally aired in February 2013 here on TV Confidential. James McEachin passed away Saturday, January 11th, 2025 at the age of 94. One more item. If you're starting a company, particularly one that is in an emerging market, you know that averting any sort of legal dispute is crucial to your business plan. Our friends at Tectonic Law offer an array of services that can help you avoid and preempt future litigation while also developing and protecting your intellectual property and intangible assets. Tectonic Law serves the needs of a host of emerging industries throughout California and beyond, including industrial designers, beverage makers, artists, farmers, retail stores, health practitioners, wellness experts, cosmetics manufacturers, nonprofit organizations, innovators in sustainable practices, and libraries. Go to tectoniclaw.com to learn more about how Tectonic Law can help your business thrive. tectoniclaw.com. Rock solid representation for groundbreaking industries.
This portion of TV Confidential is brought to us by our friends at Front Porch Realty, the community of realtors in the Northern Bay area of California that is committed to finding the solution that is best for their clients. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking to sell or lease your property in Northern California, call Karen Strain at 415-886-7411 or visit frontporchrealtygroup.com for more information on how they can help you.